And we're going to have a Conker last pick. That's going to be the Arbed hero, actually. TNC wrapping around. They might run into Eternal Envy. They're going to get the Lightning Storm out, and this is probably a pretty easy first blood. Oh no, they took the Riptide. They don't have the net. Well, but with the slows, do they have the damage to get it? What, the Breathe Fire gets it. First blood. Oh, they could potentially go for this. The smoke breaks. They're probably going to have to. Torrent off the mark from Arbed. The illusions come out, and it seems like they have the damage to just take him down anyway. The universe is rooted up with some TP support. The Leshrac comes in, and FNATIC are just going to back. Oh, the clutch lightning bounce. But now that leaves Cuckoo pretty much to the mercy. The sacrificial lamb. They take down the offlaner, and the support who made the kill happen graciously gives up his life. You know there's someone there. They're going to find Pylai die, but he gets the stun onto Armel before Armel can get the stun onto him. But they get him down anyway. He's a squishy support. Oh, but the lasso now of the song instantly stops any initiation FNATIC might have had. And lets Armel walk away, but they catch him with the torrent. Forced off him away, though. To be going out on his own a whole lot. They get the dust out on DJ. They root him up, wait for the carapace to expire, and they just stun him down. Arbed, given the slaps, onto the real Tims, as a matter of fact, do songs, and leaves. Oh, with the Dragon Form, and they're going to go back in. They give him the Regoose. And this damage from Armel, jeez. They want to try and find something after all this time. Universe, Firefly up, brings in, gets the last salvo onto Armel, and the Eternal Envy pops the BKB, is going to start hitting him. Armel, Guardian Angel out, he's going to hit onto DJ. And now, TNC are going to start fighting back. Howl is popped, Metamorphosis as well. Get some hits out onto Arbed, who's taken some damage, but the Death Ward out from Pylai Die might serve to dissuade them. And TNC are in about the same position they were before. They don't quite have the tower down, but now with no Arbed, with those Tidebringers to dissuade the push, Eternal Envy denies the tower, and then Armel blinks in, gets the stun out onto Universe. The repel's on him. Sam H, though, goes down. That Eternal Envy doing some damage. They get the stun out onto Envy, though. They find the real one. Cuckoo goes in, gets sundered, though, for his trouble. Does not have the smoke in his inventory yet, but Armel, he doesn't care. He goes in, gets lassoed up for his trouble. Almost kills off DJ, but not quite. Is going to pop the BKB and the Dragon Form. Going to go onto Eternal Envy, who's instead going to turn his attention onto Cuckoo and bring him down. Two BKBs popped, and sunders onto Sam H. That brings him back up full life, full and healthy. And now Armel, going onto Universe, and instead is going to turn his attention onto Eternal Envy, who has no sunder. The Metamorphosis is down. They have to disable. The Shrine is popped, though. Oh, dear. They bring down Eternal Envy in the end, though. Arbed, taking damage. The Spirit Vessel, they bring him down as well. And they're not done yet. They're going to look for more. They're going to find Pylai Die. The Naga throwing spells out onto him. They want to get him. They want to get something, anything out of this. The Lotus Orb Lasso. Nobody's going a whole lot of anywhere. But the Torrent comes out. And it seems like they are finally going to bring him down. The Guardian Angel, not quite in time. But it seems like it wasn't even for Tims. It was for Raven. I say that, though. Raven has them delivered and is going to go for it. Meanwhile, TNC, they're going to delay. They get the stun onto Eternal Envy. They song even, seemingly just to buy time for Raven, who's doing some damage. He gets the tower in the mid lane. That's a tier 3 down. Universe blinks forward, isn't able to find a lasso. Armel pops the BKB. Again, this Lotus Orb, though, is really making Universe's life hard. They get the Death Ward out as well as the Rikers from Eternal Envy. That's going to be enough to bring him down. That Maledict. Envy gets the tier 3 tower in mid, but Raven, again, in their base, he's taking buildings. Cuckoo goes down again. That's an entire bottom set of racks, and the tier 3. Is that Megas? No, there's one racks left in the mid lane. Cuckoo, they smoke up. Can they get some kind of catch onto Arbed? They want him. The bouncers from the Lightning weren't quite there. Raven gets another tower on his way out. Cuckoo goes down, but so does Arbed. I was too busy looking at the minimap. I didn't even see what happened there. There seemed like there was a big Tidebringer, and now they get the lasso onto Armel, but the Guardian Angel will keep him alive. For the time being, at least. They have the disable, though, to maybe keep him down for the duration. Pops the BKB. Boat comes out. Will keep FNATIC healthy, but doesn't quite catch onto Armel, who is still getting low. Can Arbed get the last Tidebringer hit? The Torrent, it doesn't matter. Eternal Envy brings him down. And now Tims, oh my god! Raven, he's going for it, and they're songing in the base, just to try and keep FNATIC busy. Pylai Die buys back to try and deal with Raven. He's hitting onto the base. Are they going to be able to bring him down? They pop the Death Ward. He pops the Howl. Oh my god, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm on the edge of my seat here. He's going to pop the Ancient! What? They couldn't bring him down! Game 2 of TNC versus FNATIC. The smoke does indeed break. Tims lands the stun, but Arbed comes in with the tree at level 1. They throw the stun. With the Chilling Touch, they're going to be able to bring him down, almost certainly. Oh, but they faff around with it for a bit, harassing down Universe. There is going to be a stun out. 2-man stun even, actually, though Arbed comes in to try and save his supports. Shadow Shaman with the channel. They're going to go onto Pylai, who sticks up, gets a fair bit of health. Tims is looking low, but Arbed does not have a tree ready. And they're going to switch targets now onto DJ, though the net from Pylai will save his life in turn. Another Shackles comes out, though with the last right click from Cuckoo, they will get the stun. Raven, though low, isn't going to be able to get out, and they might be able to get Tims as well. Picking him up. Ranged Dragon Form comes out. Can Tims get the stun out? Indeed he can, despite being netted up. Armel will be able to do the damage here and bring down Eternal Envy again. Though with the stun coming out from DJ, TP's in. Universe, does he have the RP? I don't think so. Oh, he does, but he doesn't have enough mana. And then while I was busy looking at levels, another stun from Tims. But it seems to be just a wee bit too late, though. Saying that, though, they're still in the area. Drum Charge pop, they're going to go into Universe. Dragon Form popped as well. Ice Blast, they really want this Magnus dead, and they're going to get him. The Pylai with the Song onto the 2 supports. Eternal Envy going to come in, get stunned up. Because he tried jumping onto the tree that I guess Arbed was taking. Combo doesn't quite land. Stun comes out. Tims does die, but he gets his spells off. That's what's important, and they kill Eternal Envy off the back of that. Raven in a prime position to blink out and cut the wave. Arbed Shadow Blades away. Finds Tims, but isn't going to go for it. Meanwhile, they find Magnus, who gets rooted up as well as stunned up, and a Mask of Magnus God Strength. That's going to equal him being dead. But Tims goes down as well to the combo of the Tiny. The FNATIC. With Naga going in off the backline with the Song. Envy comes in. And Arbed invised up. They cancel the Song right as the Wukong Summon comes out with the wards and the RP! Oh, Jesus. That's those 2 heroes obliterated, and Raven now on the backlines. They can't do anything against this 5-man, even Armel, who's right in the front. A monster kill streak going the way of Arbed. Something could be happening, though. They're TPing in more heroes. Armel blinks in to try and go for DJ, but Arbed's right there, and with the spells and the disable, they're going to bring him down. But meanwhile, FNATIC have the same thing happen to them, with the Ice Blast into Sven's stun, bringing down Eternal Envy. A Song comes out, that'll probably disable Raven, but even when his BKB runs out, they get the net out anyway. Universe isn't able to find the catch. If they can find him, they get the stun out, but he BKBs it off. Though he does get stunned still from being on top of the tree and it going down. To get the damage out, he Wukong's commands. Tries to stay inside it. That's probably going to kill off Cuckoo if they can't kill him already. They bring the Aegis down, but meanwhile the rest of FNATIC coming in. Pylai. Armel pops the BKB to try and hit onto Eternal Envy. The BKB runs out, which means Armel does get caught in the sleep. And Arbed, he's nearby. He's ready to blink in on this. They get the Hex onto Armel, but they don't move in. Epicenter coming out from Sam H. RP solo onto Armel. Arbed pops the BKB, though. He's been saving it this whole time. And the Cleave brings down the 2 cores. Well, brings down one of them and shortly brings down the other. And Sam H, he's just going to Uber the rest of the team out of there. Cuckoo, again, left behind as the sacrificial lamb. Ice Blast clips onto Eternal Envy, but that won't save his life. And now they're going to slap the rest. Look at that. These slaps. Oh, Universe, meanwhile, gets the find onto Sam H. Roots up Pylai. And FNATIC, they're going to be busy finding the buildings. They get the dust out. That'll hit up onto FNATIC. Pylai is going to go down. The spells from the supports doing the damage. Arbed, though, is low. Armel goes in. Tims gets cleaved down just off. Armel getting punched. Raven gets a double kill on the backlines. Brings down the Magnus and the Shadow Shaman. But these cores, they might just be too big. Arbed TP's out. Has Eternal Envy bitten off more than he can chew. They're going to hit onto him. And they'll bring him down. He can't even get Cuckoo. Tims gets some stuns out onto Arbed. And a Song comes out. BKB pot from Universe. They cancel the Song early, get the RP out onto Armel, and this is basically the dream scenario if you're FNATIC. The RP into the Wukong's command, into Tiny doing his thing, Raven fighting back, but it's ultimately not going to do a whole lot. He goes down, Dragon Knight's down, he buys back. There's an Epicenter coming out from Tims, is going to do a fair bit of damage onto the supports. That's DJ and Pylai again going down, but Magnus TP's out. Envy, though. Envy and Arbed, they don't show as much mercy. Ooh, that had to hurt. And it's going to keep going. Envy jumps in, gets the Wukong's command out, hits onto Armel. And is that Raven who's hexed up? Yes, it is. Oh, jeez. This could be the end for TNC. They get the RP out, get the song as well. That's Armel down. No buyback on him. No buyback on the Sven either. And they call it GG. Tim's Elder Titan. And it is the Armel Leshrac. Oh, and Envy immediately going down low. How did that happen? Sam H gets trapped in the circle of fun, and they're going to hit into him. Envy, this is where the Agi really starts doing some damage. Waveforms through, misses, Carapace up from Sam H. Will defend him, and now Envy is once again seems to be, a wee bit over his head. The punches are going to keep coming through, and it's the same thing again. Too much Agi. And now Elder Titan, who is swole, is going to punch him down, and they're going to get the 2 kills. There's a man walking at you with a briefcase doing a lot of damage. Cuckoo taking some damage, will not quite make the TP out. Oh, Tim's again getting lucky, finding Eternal Envy with a DD on a Dragon Form Dragon Knight. They have vision on the Sam H, but oh, suddenly, while I was watching the supports interact, there were Pulse Novas going off, and now with 4, they're going to try and get the kill onto Universe. They glimpse Armel back, but it's not going to do a whole lot. And TNC allowing Armel that room to move. Can they get the stun on the Pylai die? Yes, they can. DJ's coming in as the backup. Gets a 4-man kick. Oh, boy, but it's not going to be enough to save, but that was still pretty swank. And with the healing ward down, the attacks from Jug, they're pretty much just going to get the tower. Oh, no. They back out for a bit, but then he goes back in and rightly finishes the job. Arbed, Shadowbladed up, has the repel on him. They're going to go on to Raven with the Static Storm. It seems like they might actually be able to get him. He backs away, but he might go down to the Magnetize. In fact, he will. Meanwhile, on the backline, Sam H takes down Pylai Die. Universe more on the board. Cut the divide, and now there's going to be another gank, this time on the Tims. The roll doesn't quite make it, but he manages to get the kick and the silence through. Meanwhile, an Omnislash goes onto Pylai Die, and they'll turn onto Arbed. They get the heal out, the stun comes out, Tims does go down. That's a dominating streak going the way of Arbed. And now Guardian Angel, magic damage coming out on the Universe, won't be able to finish him off. He heals himself up, and they just leave Arbed and go for the more viable kill. Cleans the wave up with the spin. Oh, they catch him with the glimpse. Dragon Form popped, Dragon Tail used, Static Storm, spells coming out. They're going to be able to bring him down. Tims gets the stomp off, doesn't really hit on anything, and now Armel coming in. They're going to find Arbed. They get the stun out, but they don't have the vision to do any further damage. Just a lot of AoE. Meanwhile, they go for the sensible play, they clean up Pylai Die. Arbed comes out of the invis, will kill off Cuckoo. And now Envy coming forward, takes a bit of lightning. And a Split Earth for his trouble. Envy, though, morphs into the Leshrac, gives Armel a Split Earth for his troubles. They blink, they roll in. 3-man stun coming out from Sam H. And by using Armel's own spells against him, they bring him down. And then they do the same to Sam H. Adding a few more things to the arsenal. FNATIC with a Crimson Guard out. Death Ward out onto Pylai Die. They like bursting Disruptor and is able to do it. He does get the Static Storm off, though. Doesn't do a whole lot. Brings Cuckoo down low. Sam H, meanwhile, goes down on the backlines to Arbed. DJ, though, blinking in with a 4-man Magnetize. Cuckoo going down low. DJ just being able to bring him down with that magic damage. Envy, waveforming in, gets the stun out onto Tims. Raven just spinning away, trying to disengage. Stones come out. Talking of Armel, him and the Witch Doctor managed to bring down Pylai Die. Stun out, spinning, BKB's popped all around. A morphed Split Earth manages to bring down the Leshrac. And TNC, they're just getting boxed in. FNATIC running rings around him. Sam H with the 3-man stun, and Raven, they're able to turn it around. They bring down Arbed, a streak going the way of Cuckoo. And suddenly, I was talking about FNATIC running rings around them. TNC slapping him down with that Solar Crest, making short work of it. And it seems like they might be able to get this. Arbed comes through, the smoke breaks. FNATIC, they want to fight this. They really want this. Roche. Raven, though, is going to be able to bring it down. DJ walks in, and the Dire kill the Roche, but Raven gets the Aegis. Sam H with a 2-man stun onto Envy. the Omnislash comes out doing damage. They bring down the Morphling. They bring down everybody. That was a huge split Earth and just general combination of spells. And now they're going to bring down the Omni Knight as well. Or at the very least, a huge advantage claimed by TNC. With TNC fighting to stay on, and yep, they call it GG. They're all lined up and ready to go. Oh, we have a go going on top. I was thinking about something else entirely, but it's only just occurred to me that that wasn't harass. It's actually a kill. Cuckoo's getting low. They're going to try and bring it down. With the tree, he manages to get a bit of a juke. Will go down in the end, but not before he secures a kill onto DJ. Sam H just going to try and harass Arbed down. And it seems like FNATIC, they maybe want to... He might be in a bit over his head. They want to try and kill him. Universe is coming in. Does have the Doom ready. They toss him up. But Arbed is incredibly low. Might go down to the caustic here, but he's getting healed up. They bring down Sam H in the end. The wrath of Satan himself, Doom, but Arbed coming in on the back lines, avenging the damage done to his comrade. And now they want to go for Sam H as well. Meanwhile, Eternal Envy on the other side is going to be going for Cuckoo. They bring him down, and Sam H is taking damage and will be going down. Tries to hide among the Ancients, but it doesn't work. That AoE damage from the Scorched Earth, and now Arbed, he's just going to take the stack. He says thank you very much. And TNC, they're looking for an opportunity of their own. There's going to be an infest. She's going to go onto Universe, but little do they know, FNATIC are waiting in the wings with ults to drop. They're going to bring down Universe ultimately, but the golems are still out. But meanwhile, Envy does manage to clean up a tower up in the top lane. They bring down Cuckoo with the snowball, by the shards and the promise of more coming out from FNATIC. And now Arbed, he provides that more, bringing down Sam H. He's going to be chased down by the snowball and finished off. Or is he? The urn's on him. That might be able to take him down. Meanwhile, there's a fight happening off to my side. Stun comes out on the Universe. Death Ward hits onto Eternal Envy, who's morphed into Lifestealer. Managed to kill off Universe, and they kill off Arbed even as well. Raven, the real Lifestealer, please stand up. Manages to bring him down, and now they want to look for DJ. He displaces himself and tries to TP's out, but Armel blinks forward with the Banish. And with a Stomp as well, he's again making him work for it, but will ultimately go down in the end. FNATIC, they're drawing lines, and TNC, they want to go meet him. They smoke up with an infest. It's going to break. They find Arbed. This could be huge, but the rock coming out from Pylai Die just instantly dashing any hopes of a proper initiation. The Radiant Courier goes down, but you can't really trade a courier for two heroes and call it a justified trade. Pylai Die faking out the ult again, just to amuse himself, seemingly. They find Eternal Envy, but Arbed goes in on the backlines, and with the rock coming in as well, they doom OD, and TNC can't really say much to answer. They're just not capable of it. FNATIC going to do some damage to it themselves, Morphling with a completed Skadi. They bring down DJ, but he ultimately serves as a sacrificial lamb. And even then, they bring down Sam H, while the two cores are bringing down Roche. There's a fight going on between the utility heroes and the rest of TNC. Splitter connects, but ultimately doesn't do a whole lot. Envy gets the Aegis, and I assume Arbed has the cheese. They'll bring down Raven, who's getting pretty low. And they'll bring down Tims as well, and Cuckoo. There's a lot going on here, a lot of damage being dealt by FNATIC. He tries to Hurricane Pike away, but they catch him on the back as well. And Armel dies, but Arbed, rather, instantly TPing down. The bailiffs are at the door, and TNC, they don't have the rent money. Armel gonna get gone on. He bought back for this, I'm pretty sure. The rock goes down, it's actually huge! Brings down Sam H and Armel. Cuckoo and Raven caught on the side of it all. Cuckoo goes down pretty handily. Infest into Tims. Isn't going to be able to live through this, though, and that's a wipe through diebacks, and GG is indeed called. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a Game 5. Lovely. So that'll be an Arbed Visage. Sam H gets caught in. He goes down. There's your first blood. I was too busy getting hyped for something to happen up here. I didn't realize there was things happening down there. Especially because down bot was like such a comparatively simple gank, and yep, some things did end up happening up here. DJ gets locked in. They get the stun out onto Envy. Do they have any more lockdown? Envy eats the mango. Pylai throws in another circle, and now Armel is down here as well. And now so is DJ. This is a bona fide bot lane jamboree. Circle comes in, pulls in Universe. Can it hit onto Tims? Yes, it can. But he sandstorms up. The Thunderstrike just about manages to take him down, combined with the last damage from Universe. Now Sam H goes down. There's an Exorcism popped. More like 3,000, actually. Jeez. Glimpse. Manages to get Armel back into the circle. He has an Exorcism, but I don't think he wants to use it. He just throws out a Spirit Siphon. He gets doomed, so even if he did want to use it, he can't really. But he's healing up a fair old bit. Kills off DJ before he finally dies. And now they get a stun out onto Eternal Envy. They have a Centaur Stomp in as well. They're doing a lot of damage to him. Envy, can he toggle his way out of this? Looks like he can. Now Abed, going into the midst of it all, he's going to go down. They cancel the Dark Rift to be able to get this kill. They see the rest of FNATIC moving in, and they decide that's not a fight they want, but they might have to take the fight anyway. Armel comes back in. He heals himself up. Static Field comes out onto Sam H. Armel pops the Exorcism, but it might be too little too late. He does indeed go down. Meanwhile, Doom goes on the backlines onto Sam H. Eternal Envy manning up against the Spirit Bear. Arbed goes down, ticks down to the Ice Blast. And meanwhile, the Underlord does get brought down. Envy, meanwhile, is quite low. Raven, he tries to TP out after getting Limbs back in, but he's not going to have any luck with that. Now the Snowball out onto Tims. They're just pulling people in. And despite how low their big hero is, FNATIC take the fight convincingly. And Cuckoo, he is desperately hoping that nobody sees him. Oh, he is hoping and praying for it with that Invis rune. Oh, actually, could he go for a play here? That's going to happen. And they put the sentry down. Even if they could finish the Rosh, it wouldn't happen. And we're making up for the lack of smoke-on-smoke action that was at the start of this game. And the two teams, they're going to head towards each other. TNC, they're going to find Arbed. They get the stun out onto him, but Universe is there, pops the BKB, and gets the Doom out onto the Underlord, but immediately they burst down Arbed. And meanwhile, they get the Yules out onto Pylai Dai, who throws the circle out onto Armel just to try and keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Keep his murderer at bay, but no. Shall have no such luck. And Sam H, the Doom expires on him. So they are going to go back in. Envy taking point. They're hitting the creeps. Down in the Radiant base. And FNATIC, they're going to keep going back in. Heals up onto Armel as the root comes out again onto Eternal Envy. They're going to put the same damage out onto him again. The Ice Path comes through. Ice Blast, rather. And that's going to be the Aegis gone. Meanwhile, they TP back to try and deal with Raven. They punch the bear up. They doom him. The Ice Shard's out. He's trapped. He's going to be going down. And meanwhile, there's a fight up atop. The Exorcism is popped. Raven goes down on the bot lane. Envy tries to go back in. They get the Spirit Siphon out onto him. He's rooted up. They're throwing out the damage. Tims comes back in. Gets the stun. He's going down. That's going to be Eternal Envy gone down. A mega kill streak going the way of Armel. And now it seems like the same fate is going to befall Arbed. Those Spirit Siphons in the Exorcism. This Death Prophet just having free reign in these fights. We could see big things happen here. Smoke breaks. DJ goes in, gets the Infest out onto Sam H. And Universe blinks in, gets stunned. Spirit Siphon out onto him with the Shiva's Guard popped. Sam H gets bursted down, buys back immediately. And with the Disruptor ulti down, FNATIC, they realize there's not much else they can do. But TNC, meanwhile, it might be a different story. Armel goes, the rest of the team goes on to Arbed. Armel gets glimpsed back. But now, oh dear. That's Tims down. He got in a bit over his head. Took the damage. Sam H going to try and get his team out of there. Can't get the bear out. So now he's going to go down. That's 300 gold. Does DJ have a resummon? Does Raven, rather, have a resummon? He does, and he uses it. Ooh, this is looking rougher and rougher. Envy goes back in. Doesn't feel afraid anymore. Quick glimpse. Little cheeky glimpse play. Another Infest, this time out onto Universe. Infest gets popped, but the Doom is not able to be cast thanks to the fear. That Savage Roar has saved a few lives this game. Soul Assumption, Aura Punch out onto the bear. Goes back onto Cuckoo. These Soul Assumptions, and now a Doom out onto Armel. Aeon Disc gets popped. Nobody's really going down in these fights. Tims doesn't have buyback, so he can't join back in. 40 seconds with no Sand King. Armel goes down, uses his buyback immediately. Ice Blast out, trying to dissuade FNATIC. Armel buys back. E goes down. Ooh. Here creeps in the base, and now there's going to be an initiation. Aeon Disc popped by Armel. But with that expired, the Doom is out, and he's going to go down. That's going to be no buyback on the Death Prophet. They bring down Tims as well. 100 seconds with no Death Prophet. That just feels like the end of the game. They tried. They desperately tried to force the issue, and they couldn't. Now DJ TPing in with Lifestealer on him. Cuckoo goes down. BKB popped. Gonna go on to Sam H, and yep, they call it. Good game, well played. FNATIC are the winners of the SCA qualifier for ESL 1 Birmingham, and will be attending the event.